Of the contentious issues is the 16% tax proposed on petrol and petroleum products. While the government has defended this tax, opposition lawmakers were in the House today and they made their position known.
The financing of this budget is going to be a challenge, Mr. Speaker, because this country is deluding itself that we can raise ordinary revenue from 1,917 billion in the current financial year to 2,571 billion in the next financial year. That is an increase of 653 billion shillings, Mr. Speaker. Very unrealistic, very ambitious, likely not to be realized.
Mr. Speaker, looking at the current budget for 2023-2024, what is going to happen is the usual things. One, we are going to start projects which we shall not be able to complete. Two, we are going, where we start projects, we are going to be able to incur further pending bills. And as you can see from the current budget, not much money has been allocated to service the pending bills. We are going to basically be digging a hole to seal another hole. Mr. Speaker, I have always said that the most prudent thing to do when you find yourselves in a situation in which we find ourselves currently is to cut our cloth according to our size. We have failed to do that. We still continue to increase our budgets and hoping that we shall get revenues from elsewhere.
Honorable Speaker, it is important to highlight that among the revenue side, we anticipate to collect Kenya shillings 2.57 trillion Kenya shillings. In terms of ordinary revenue, we anticipate to collect or to receive 42 billion Kenya shillings in terms of grant. And on the other side, Honorable Speaker, of expenditure, and I'm just putting the record straight because it is our responsibility, Honorable Speaker, around 986 billion Kenya shillings is actually going to CFS because we are very categorical about allocating enough resources to offset loans so that, Honorable Speaker, we do not continue on the whole of borrowing, but we actually bury the hole by allocating as much money as possible in terms of repayment of debts, and that is why in the kitty of CFS we allocated Kenya shillings 986 billion.
A growth in budget in the next financial year is also not boding well with opposition legislators. While the government defends the budget saying it will reduce overall borrowing, the opposition lawmakers are reading sinister move from this statement as they insist the government is heavily borrowing, a situation that is putting pressure on the economy.
Kenya Kwanza government has borrowed 689 billion shillings compared to the similar period when President Uhuru was in power, when only 405 billion was raised. So this talk that we hear all the time, that Kenya Kwanza is curtailing and managing debt, it is just hypocritical, it is theoretical.
In just mere 7 months or so, we have seen cases of corruption that should worry all of us, beginning with the mosquito nets corruption case. Mr. Speaker, the second issue has been the matter of the condemned sugar. We do not know as yet what became of the matter of the sugar which was condemned and was stolen from our own warehouse.
The members are currently embroiled in a debate with 22 contentious sections set for amendments. Henry Tende, Look Up TV.
Now, thank you, Henry Tende, for that. Interior Cabinet